Let's talk about the most important correlation in the markets that you should be paying close attention to right now. Now, this is actually a $1 trillion correlation that could make you billions depending on the size of your trading account. So pay close attention. We're going to talk about the consensus, guys. The consensus in the correlation between crypto and USD is a negative correlation, meaning the whole world is expecting dollar to weaken, and that is considered to be one of the major catalysts for crypto to go higher. I'm here to tell you that the whole world's got it completely mispriced, okay? Because if we look at the actual correlation utilizing some recent chart history, the exact opposite is going to be apparent to anyone who looks at this. The exact opposite is going to be apparent is actually true. So glance at the charts for the time frame of October 2024 through December of 2024. What is happening to the dollar? The dollar is pumping. And at the same time, what is happening to crypto? Oh shit, crypto is pumping. As a matter of fact, that was the highest trading volume in crypto. We're not just talking about Bitcoin, we're talking about altcoins, we're talking about a ton of coins that are setting records, not just price-wise, but volume-wise. So the biggest positive volume momentum we have seen in crypto was in 2024 time frame, October through December. Now, that run basically topped out around there. And dollar began falling off, and so did crypto. Now, what happens when dollar is going sideways? Well, when dollar is going sideways, crypto's got an equal chance of a drop based off the recent chart history. It's got an equal chance of a bounce, which we got both. Okay, remember when dollar was collapsing in April, so did what? Bitcoin. Remember when it was hitting 74K and we were shorting it at 108 and it dropped to 74K. Everybody was bullish as fuck, but all they needed to do was what? Pay close attention to the correlation between USD and Bitcoin, crypto, okay? So if the whole world is right that weaker dollar is going to produce stronger momentum for Bitcoin and crypto, then that's basically like saying that the charts are wrong, but the charts cannot be wrong. Charts don't lie. It's fucking there. Just go look at it, okay? I just gave you two situations where dollar was going stronger, crypto was getting stronger. Where dollar was dropping and was weak as hell in April, so was crypto. And when dollar bottomed in April and it began climbing higher, guess what else happened? Well, so did crypto. It began climbing when the dollar bottomed and began moving to the upside. So to me, the correlation is quite obvious. Dollar and crypto have a positive correlation. But yet, if you go and ask 1 million people this question, what do you think? If dollar's going to get weaker, what's going to happen to crypto? Oh, of course it's going to fucking go higher. Right? Wrong. That's not what the charts are showing. That's not what a year worth of correlation is showing. Okay? So basically, another way to look at it, if you're struggling with believing the charts, I mean, you're looking at the charts right now, I hope. Okay? I hope you're looking at the fucking charts and it's obvious, right? The correlation is there, and it is a positive correlation, not a negative one. But if you can't believe the charts and you can't believe your eyes because you've been brainwashed by all the crypto groupies out there and the entire world brainwashing you, well, it's the weaker dollar, it's going to drive crypto higher. Bullshit. Okay, think of it this way. What is the United States doing? What is the number one challenge for the United States? Well, it's finding new demand for what? For fucking dollar. Okay? The usage of dollar globally is diminishing. Okay? That makes sense. And I mean, we're not going to go into details. Whose fucking fault is it? Trying to cut off the world trade with the United States and being surprised that other countries are doing more trade between themselves. I mean, this is something we predicted way before the shit happened in multiple podcasts like a year ago. So to us, it's not a shocker, but basically, as the usage of dollar is declining, the number one problem for United States was to solve how to deal with it. And their solution was, well, why don't we, encourage participation in the crypto market? With one little caveat is anybody that's in stable coins, we're gonna make them, we're gonna put together a legislation, which, by the way, for those of you that's been asleep, that legislation has already taken place. And the legislation basically states that any stable coin that is going to be compliant in the United States has to be backed by United States government bonds, which in return creates demand. The more people use crypto, the more demand is going to be created as a result, because it creates more demand for U.S. government bonds. So it is a way to keep the bond market, which, by the way, it's the bond market that everybody was afraid of back in April that was collapsing. And they did this secret meeting in Federal Reserve, and that's when the Trump created the one-day big pump. Remember all that, guys? He came out of the secret meeting with the Federal fucking Reserve, and he knew they were going to be buying fucking bonds that day. That's how they saved the market on April 8th, April 9th, 2024. So the solution lies in, for United States, is how do they save the fucking bond market? Well, they saved the bond market by creating the legislation to require the stable coins to be backed by United States government bonds. And that's exactly what's been happening. So now you have on daily basis, all these companies that are creating their own stable coins. Like some of you, that are paying attention to the market, like Gemini just went public. What do they have? They have their own fucking stable coin. Like you can go example after example after. Everybody's got their own stable coin. All these big companies, not talking about all these major companies like Google and Meta, they're going to have their own fucking coins, and also they're going to have their own stable coins. Like, all that's going to mean that a shitload of money is going to be needing to go into U.S. government bonds to back up these stable coins. And that's how the United States government is going to make everybody basically comply. They'll say, what is your stable coin backed by? Oh, it's backed by gold? Oh, shit, you're not compliant. You can't be fucking backing your stable coin by gold. You need to back it by this piece of shit United States government bond. Otherwise, you're non-compliant. So, guys, if you look at this situation, you have to understand that this is another way to look at the correlation between USD and Bitcoin and crypto. This stronger United States dollar, the higher the crypto goes. Which is, guys, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds like, oh my God, how can this possibly be? But yeah, people are sitting there wondering, why does the old altcoin season doesn't kick in? Because the dollar sucks, because the dollar is weak. That's why. Well, why doesn't Bitcoin break out higher? Because the dollar sucks, man. That's why. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you're looking for simple questions, answers to simple questions like, well, when is crypto going to go on a fucking run? Crypto's going to go on a fucking run when dollar is going to get stronger. So I just gave you the easiest fucking entry on how to nail crypto related trades. Now, since we're talking about trillions of fucking dollars, of bets on a negative correlation between USD and crypto, and I'm telling you, all of these trillions of dollars of bets, they're betting on the wrong correlation. This creates an insane opportunity. The kind of opportunity I'm talking about, you got like a couple of $1 million account, you can make billions on this shit. So if you don't know exactly what to do with this information, you get in touch with a 13 Market Moves coach. Stop wasting time. Stop being brainwashed by the fucking media. You got to take action on this now, because after tomorrow Federal Reserve meeting, it's going to be fucking apparent that the whole world has got this correlation mispriced, miscalculated, because at the moment, everybody's going to be expecting crypto to run the fuck higher tomorrow. I'm telling you, dollar's going to drop, okay? The only thing that is going to go higher is fucking gold, okay? And it doesn't matter whether the Federal Reserve cuts half a point or quarter of a point. Clearly, if it cuts half a point, we're going to see even a bigger rally in gold. We're going to see even a bigger collapse in the dollar. And contrary to the whatever brainwashed groupies are trying to tell you, okay, opposed to a big rally in crypto space, okay, you're about to get a big move lower, okay? Dollar goes lower, crypto goes lower, okay? There's no other way around it. The only thing that goes higher is gold. Gold goes higher. I recorded a podcast explaining you the 1973, 1974 historic analog, that is stagflation. I've recorded a podcast explaining the 2007, 2008 stagflation, okay? In both of these scenarios, risk assets do not do well. And dollar does not do well. The only thing that's going to outshine everything is going to be gold and silver. Okay, that's what you're looking at. So, big move in gold. Also, big move in gold if Fed cuts half a point. Okay, also big move, not in the direction that everyone is calculating for crypto. We have clear evidence. If you look at the charts in the last 2 weeks, okay, gold and crypto has developed a negative correlation, meaning gold goes higher, crypto goes lower. But yet, what is currently priced in? What everybody in the crypto space is currently pricing in is that gold goes higher and, Bitcoin is just gold 2.0, right? Fucking wrong, okay? You're going to see that in the next fucking 2 weeks, okay? Just because gold is moving higher does not mean that Bitcoin is going to be the catch-up trade to gold, meaning it's going to catch up to the gains that gold is making now. You're going to see the exact opposite unveiling right in front of your eyes. So, I'm just giving you multiple trades, guys. I've just explained to you that if you got a decent-sized account, we're not talking about making millions anymore. We're talking about a potential for some of you guys to hit $1 billion plus on this simple correlation that the whole world is priced in right now in one fucking direction, and they have priced it in the wrong direction. So get in touch with the 30 Market Moves coach today and learn how to beat most of the fucking Wall Street.